And former NFL assistant coach Britt Reid has pleaded guilty today to driving while intoxicated.
Yeah, the case centers around a car crash last year that left a young girl seriously injured. It happened just 3 days before Reid's team, the Kansas City Chiefs, played in the Super Bowl. You may remember this, and his father is the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid. NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch has been following this story for us from Cleveland. Jesse, talk about why Reid entered this plea, and what do we know about the penalties he could now face?
Yeah, so, Vicky, we know that Reid now faces up to 4 years in prison behind bars. The judge is expected to sentence him sometime next month in October. So to be determined exactly how much time he will spend in prison, but he has pleaded guilty to felony driving while intoxicated. In the case stemming from this incident, this has been playing out for months now. Obviously, in a statement ahead of this plea, Reid, through his attorney, said he hopes that this plea will give some sense of justice to the victims involved in this incident.
Speaking of that, Jesse, what do we know in terms of details about that young girl who was seriously injured in that crash?
Yeah, from everything we understand at this point, she still lives with the aftermath of her injury. So she was in a car that was hit from behind as Reid was flying down the road, according to court documents and reports from authorities in the aftermath of this crash back in 2021. The girl was 5 years old at the time. We understand she suffered a traumatic brain injury. She spent nearly 2 months in the hospital, more than a week in a coma. And from previous reporting, we understand that she might be growing physically, but her mental faculties are that of an infant, according to her family's attorney, through reporting that our affiliate has done. So this is something that is going to be with her for the rest of her life. And while her family did not speak extensively in court today, I do want to share with you a brief comment her mother made in the courtroom. According to our producer, this young girl, Ariel Young's mother, said, "I just want to say we are opposed to the deal. We are not okay with it. We do not think he, as in Britt Reid, should receive this." And her mother and others were seen with shirts with messages of support for Ariel on their chests as they were in court today. A brief statement from the family. Clearly, they are not okay with what has played out here.
They want to see a stiffer penalty. What are we hearing from his former team, Jesse, the Kansas City Chiefs? Has anybody said anything about this latest development?
Yeah, so we've reached out to the Kansas City Chiefs as well as to the NFL. We have not heard back yet, but we do know that the Kansas City Chiefs had previously reached an agreement to provide medical support and pay for the medical bills for this young girl, because, again, this is something that, by all accounts, from what we understand, is going to be with her for her entire life.
All right, NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch. Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.